Hi folks, it's John Nizman from lastchanceautorestore.com, and today we're standing in front of this quite rare car. We just finished the restoration on it. It's a 1963 MG Midget, and in this first generation or first series Midget, this is virtually identical to the Austin Healey Sprite. So basically I wanted to go through and show you and share with you some of the work that we did, and it's kind of like a lightly tastefully modified MG. It's not your typical MG Midget. So you can see by the front, there's a couple of things that we've changed. Number one is the grille. So this grille assembly that's in the front of this is actually an Austin Healey grille. The MG grills were on back order, and I much prefer the cleaner look of this Austin. This car was not a numbers matching car to begin with, so the engine that was in it was from a different car, and it wasn't numbers matching. So it was basically an abandoned project when we obtained it. So we wanted to kind of freshen it up a little bit and enhance some things. So the biggest difference, which you'll notice as we go around, is the paint finish. This is not an MG color. This is one that we created at Last Chance Auto Store. It's like a wine or a maroon color, and then we've added some metallic, but the metallic that we added to this car is a sparkle metallic. So as you get closer and we walk around the car, hopefully the camera will be able to pick up the different sparkle that's in the paint. So everything that you see here on this particular build, we've done here in-house with our staff at lastchanceautorestore.com. So the front of the vehicle, there's two things that are different or not original. The grille I mentioned, and the second thing is this MG medallion. The MG medallion was in the glove box of an MG that we found previously. Not sure what year it's from, but it just kind of gives it a clean look on the front. We've replaced the normal headlights with a halogen headlight. And as you come around this driver's side, a couple of other nice things we've done. We've added period correct mirrors for both fenders, and this, believe it or not, is the correct location for the both side mirrors to be bolted on the fender. We took some measurements to ensure it's in the right location for visibility. On the side, we've went one size bigger tires, so we have nice clearance. They're an all-season radial, and rather than going with the plain wheel with the dog dish hubcap or the aftermarket spoked wheel, we decided to go with this aftermarket period correct wheel with the MG logo on it, which we think is quite nice. In terms of the body work, there's been quite a bit of metal work that was done when we bought the vehicle, so the steel was all done properly in terms of the rocker panels, new floors, quarter panels, and so on, but the refinishing was terrible, to be quite frank. There's a lot of body filler. They didn't dry fit the panels properly, so we basically stripped the car down and started over and dry fitted the panels as we were doing this build. The side panels here on the posts of the windshield, they generally pit quite badly, and we couldn't find any aftermarket ones, so we media blasted the side posts and then painted them a satin black, and we have new gaskets not to damage the paint surface. As we come around the side of the vehicle, hopefully you can pick up some of the metallic, because this is quite unique, having the sparkle in it, and depending on how the light hits it. So we're just going to kind of play with the camera and go around a little bit, just to see down the quarter panel and door. Hopefully it kind of picks it up. There's quite a bit of metallic, and it's called a sparkle metallic. So it just gives it a little more pizzazz in terms of the paint and a little more unique. And then from the driver's side, looking into the interior, you'll see we've done some nice fresh things to it. So this dash face, the dashboard, was painted quite a funny black color, and it didn't look very attractive. There was some gauges that were missing, so we replaced these three gauges. These are not factory correct as these are, so your fuel, your speedometer, and your tach, they are all correct MG, and then we've added these three that were missing. And then we have our choke cable and our normal ignition, and then we've got the nice shifter with the MG shift knob. We've enhanced in terms of we've added a stereo, so now we have a CD player with an MP3 and so on. And in the back, we've made this neat little parcel shelf. You see it's quite dusty from a test drive, but we've got some nice speakers in either side behind both the driver and passenger. Something else that we've enhanced on the dash is two other things. We have this MG medallion here, just something different to make it a little bit unique. And then we've added this nice, beautiful real wood steering wheel. It's just lacking the MG button that's coming. It's on back order. These seats are not correct for the car. These are off of a newer MG, but we've added more support to them. We have this nice white piping and then the textured material, which kind of gives it a more unique or sportier look. The other thing that we added for enhanced safety is seat belts, and then this neat little console with a single cup holder. So you can see the parking brake assembly is right here. We have all new carpeting, and it's the upgraded carpet with all of the nice finished stitching all the way along. And you can see in the back too, along the back, it's all finished sewn. So it looks quite sharp in terms of interior. As you come around the back of the vehicle, you can see a few things. That the tail lights, the chrome surrounds are all new. The license plate light is also new. And then we've added the medallion, the MG big crest, which is in the correct location, and then the Midget medallion with the new handle. And then we've also added this, it's quite a nice feature. It's triple plated chrome, and it's an aftermarket luggage rack, which is a period correct look for the year. And if we open up the trunk and come a little closer, you can see we finished off in here also. So we have this little prop rod that we can set up, and you'll see underneath we have everything is all nice and clean. It's all nice flat black, satin black with all new hardware, and then you can see all the neat little grommets, which is factory correct for the MG logos and so on. You'll see the back of the speakers, and then we have a full carpet kit here. We have the new fuel filler set up, and you can see it's all very, very clean inside the whole trunk area. And then we've added this upgraded antenna. So rather than having the big chrome guy, we've got the shorter flexible rubber one. Small little minor details like the filler cap and the rubber grommet is all new, along with the filler neck. Excuse me. So we'll just shut that. So that looks pretty smart. And then as you come down this side, you'll see in terms of ride height, it's the correct ride height. Once again with the nice wheels. We've added, excuse me, I'm fighting a cold. We've added all the correct chrome knobs and pieces. So if someone wanted to add the soft top cover or the convertible, it's ready. It has all the correct pins to close this off on foul weather days. And then once again, as you come along this way, you'll see the nice wheels, the nice stance. And then we'll come around, sorry, I'll pop the hood, because we made a couple of enhancements with that. So originally this 63 MG, or as I mentioned before, the Austin Healey Sprite, they both come with, sorry, I forgot where the release is. So both of these cars, the MG and the Austin, they come with a smaller engine originally. They come with, I believe it's a 948, so it's just under 950 cc's. The engine that came with this car wasn't up to snuff and needed quite a bit of work. So what we did is, which a lot of people have done in terms of they've converted to a larger engine. So this is a newer motor. This is a 1275 cc engine with the dual carb setup. So basically this engine came out of a 1971 MG Midget, and so this in the driveline all fits correctly. It gives this nice light car a little more zip, a little more a pep to it, being the 1275 cc. We've changed excuse me, the clutch master cylinder is brand new. You can see the new copper brake lines. The wiring has been redone. So there's a lot of upgrades to it in terms of new hoses, spark plugs and wires and that sort of thing. And then we've replaced both front and rear. You can see the lever style shocks here. These are totally reconditioned, both front and rear, so we've got the better suspension. And then we've cleaned up the front a little bit. Pardon me, it's got the nice satin black finish here, once again to match the trunk. You can see it's all satin black underneath. There's no overspray or anything looking nasty that way. Another upgrade that we made, this vehicle would have had positive ground on it, which confuses a lot of people here in Ontario. So you can see the decal here. I think the camera can pick it up. The important decal, which is factory correct, this vehicle is wired negative earth. So we're into a normal negative ground, which will ease the enjoyment of this car later on, where people get a lot of confusion on which way it's wired. So basically I just wanted to share with you, it's kind of a neat little car. It's something that's fun and it's different. So it's a 1963, kind of like a little bit of a sportier version MG Midget. And we will shortly, once we do a final inspection on the vehicle in terms of safety, this car will be available for sale. So you can view the whole build on this car coming up soon on our website under completed projects. And it's a 63 MG Midget. I'm John from lastchanceautostore.com, and I thank you for watching.